Dreams are nothing more than wishes, and a wish is just a dream you wish to come true.
The first time I ever saw Vannah was at Whitcomb Street Church of Christ. It was back in '63, I think.
In 1961, September. It wasn't a very big congregation, so we had one class for, I think, high school and college, and we were both within that same age. We were in the same class.
They came to church on a Sunday night and sat just right straight across from me, and that's the first time I ever seen her. My first impression of Vannah was she was a very attractive young lady. I liked what I saw, to be real blunt.
Well, I thought he was a nice guy. I knew he was older. I didn't know how much older, but I knew he was a farmer. I think I knew he had a horse and worked with his horse. And just over time, we just got to know each other a little bit better.
I asked her out, and she was not interested. But that's where I first met her. We were very friendly and good friends, I guess you might say. We were good friends for 7 years.
We'd be so happy to be together, but dreams are nothing more than wishes, and there's a new world.
How did Dad propose?
That's controversial. I don't remember him ever asking just, will you marry me? He didn't do that I remember.
I think the way I said what I said, if it didn't infer that, I don't know what else it would be. We talked about anything and everything in our course of our courtship, I guess you might say. And but one of the things that we talked about was I felt that it was important for a Christian to marry a Christian. I thought it was very important, mainly for the children that would result as a result of that marriage. So I came up behind her and I asked her, I had the ring and I held her around in front of her, and I said, will you be the mother of my children? And she turned around, said yes, and gave me a big kiss. But I didn't say, will you marry me? So I guess I never did.
Strongly implied.
Yes, strongly implied.
For I know I'll never find another you.
Give me land, lots of land under starry skies above. Don't fence me in.
Naturally, a person's going to be a little nervous, but I was ready for it. I was really happy that this was going to happen, and it seemed like it was a natural thing to do. And I had so much respect for her by that time.
I just remember everybody coming. We got married at Meadowlark. My grandfather did the ceremony. There were a couple hundred people, I think, at the wedding, and the reception was at the same building. And actually the night before, I think Marvin and some other guys were still gluing tile to the floor in that room, because the building was brand new. And we came out and changed our clothes and got in the pickup and took off for our honeymoon in a pickup camper.
I did go against one of the ladies there, told me, I seen Vannah and talked to her as she asked, I think she was putting on her veil. Somebody said, it's unlucky, you're going to have bad luck. in your marriage. I don't remember just how it went, except I remember we were supposed to have bad luck because I seen Vannah before the wedding.
Wide country that I love. Don't
Dong, a lang, a lang, a lang. Boom, ba-do, 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 ba-do. Oh,
Certainly,
life could be a dream.
birth of both of our kids. Very happy memories. I think when we were able to come from the single wide trailer house to the double wide, that was really nice, giving us more room. The trips that we've taken.
To me, it's the places that we've got to go and the things we've got to see, and we've got to do it together. And we were really together on all this stuff. And just getting to be with Vannah has been the joy of my life, I
I know life could be a dream if I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only.
We just went into marriage with faith that we had chosen well each other, and we would take whatever trials or joys that came along with it together. I just think that you have to honor your mate in everything. You don't make fun of them ever. You want to encourage each other as much as possible. Look for the best. Assume the best.
You don't jump to conclusions. You take each person just day by day and trust them all the time. I've trusted her, and I know she's trusted me.
Keep some excitement going. Do some things that you both like. Try to do everything together, even the things you don't have that much interest in. Sometimes I found interest that I didn't think I would. So at least give it a chance. You know, he spent a lot of hours at quilt shops with me, but he's always finds a place to sit. And so he might take a nap, and that's fine. He doesn't have to be interested in everything in the quilt shop.
Some of them have pretty good reading material,
Yeah.
too. I had somebody tell me one time they couldn't, how come your wife lets you work at a place like Oak Brook that's all old retired women? It's just working with women all the time. And I always knew Vannah was home. I could come home to her and I would have a loving wife. That's all I needed. And I still got it.
You fill up my senses.
For one thing, one quality that I like, she takes good care of me. She makes sure I've always had plenty to eat. She always fixes meals for me.
He knows how to do about anything. He's loving. Cares an awful lot about his family. He loves being out here in the country.
She encourages me to meet new people, which I have a hard thing to do. I don't know if you'd say it's bashful or I'm just sort of backward in meeting people. But she's very encouraging that way.
He is kind, generous, trustworthy.
She is. I would never have traveled like she does, but I have enjoyed every trip that she's ever thought about or ever encouraged us to go on. So I appreciate that very much. It really, I've had a good time with her and because of her.
He's very patient. He doesn't get mad easily. He's thoughtful. very kind and forgiving of people.
I don't know. There's a lot of things about Vannah that I do like, and I'm lucky that I've got her.
Come let me love you. Come love me again. You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses. Come fill